Let's take a look at the fifth case. Is this normal? It was installed yesterday and I'm in Ohio right now. The temperature is 45 to 60 degrees. In the US, 45 to 60 degrees is cool weather. A little chilly. Pretty cold actually. As you can see in the photo, when the weather is cold, the temperature inside and outside the car is different, so naturally a temperature difference forms, and moisture fogs up the glass at that boundary. I don't think this is a tinting issue, but a lot of drivers say this happened because of the tint. There are cases like that, and when this happens, turn up the temperature and press the AC button. But in winter, if it's already cool and you turn on the AC, it's cold, right? So you need to raise the temperature. Raise it like this and turn on the AC, and the moisture will clear right up. Sixth case. I had my Tesla tinted 4 weeks ago, and I can see a blotchy area on the rear window. Before I have it redone, I want to know whether these marks are from the tint installation or a defect in the glass itself. Looking at the first photo, there is a vertical line. This could possibly be a scratch in the glass. That's because even if the film gets creased, it doesn't normally create a perfectly straight mark like that. In the US, the way installers clean and squeegee the glass varies a lot from installer to installer. Some people push across it with something plastic, and in some cases, they use an abrasive scrub pad. When debris comes off the rear defroster glass, trying to remove it and actually scrub it with a kitchen scouring pad. Or if they start scraping from the beginning with something plastic to clean the glass, scratches like this can happen. Glass scratches aren't always visible right after the installation. A few hours after the film has been installed, the scratched area has tiny grooves in it. So as the water dries, a line can appear. Looking at this, because the mark runs straight, rather than a film crease, I suspect it may be a scratch in the glass. Then, looking at the second photo, around the rear defroster lines, it looks like a bubble is stuck there, a fairly large one. And there's trapped dust too. You can see a lot of dust. This isn't a defect in the glass itself. Dust got in during the tint installation. Dust is really one of the biggest challenges for tint installers. And when customers make complaints, dust is one of the most common complaints. And it seems to happen a little more often in the US. One reason is that in the US, unfiltered tap water is used in the vast majority of cases, I'd say. In Korea, quite a few installers use filters, but in the US, it's actually hard to find people who use water filters. When tap water is used as is, depending on the area, there can be a lot of particles in the water. In some areas, you hardly get any particles at all. Those are places with good water. Georgia, for example, has really good water. But in places like Los Angeles or Arizona, they bring in water from other states, so the water quality isn't as good. You can't really drink that water. But here in Georgia, I even drink tap water. And then when I cook rice, I use tap water, and it tastes pretty good to me. If anyone watching this is in Georgia, leave a comment. Let me know if it's really okay to drink. I've been fine so far. Seventh question, and this is the last one. I just had my windshield tinted. Is this normal? This photo was taken from outside. There are all these little marks, and they look like bubbles, but they're kind of cloudy. If they look like bubbles but appear cloudy, they're not air bubble marks. The water just hasn't fully dried yet. Tint shop owners have probably been asked this a lot, and customers also ask, is this normal? Customers all over the world ask that. Whether they're in the US, Korea, or anywhere else, you hear this question a lot. The water hasn't fully dried after tinting. Water pools under the film during installation, and it doesn't dry immediately. If you want it to look dry faster, you need to squeegee very thoroughly, making overlapping passes with a urethane squeegee, once, twice, and really work the water out. But when you're busy, that doesn't always happen. They just say, it'll dry soon. In the US, it's when they squeegee. Some just use a plastic squeegee. Some use urethane tools, but on the lower part of the windshield, a lot of installers just give it a quick pass. They don't press firmly to push all the water out. And some cases are being described as completely normal, but this is how I see it. When the customer drives away, if those marks aren't there, they'll have fewer questions. After paying and leaving, They won't have that moment of, should I say something, or feel worried about it. So I think it would be better to remove as much water as possible. Of course, actual defects like these should be handled properly. And to make sure customers aren't inconvenienced, most US shops are actually very kind and professional. These are just the bad cases that get posted online. Today, looking through these defect cases, even I was surprised all over again. I was surprised that problems like these still happen. If you're getting your windows tinted, I hope you choose a really good shop, get a great tint job, and enjoy a comfortable drive. Next time, I'll be back with another interesting scene from the field. Thank you. That's all for today.